All right. Back for day 3 of our 12 beers of Christmas. This one is the Exorcist, a dry hopped stout. And we've got the notes from the brewer here. It says dry hopping. Well, this is a dry hop stout, so the idea of dry hopping is adding hops to a beer after fermentation to increase the hop profile without increasing bitterness. That's kind of an odd piece with stouts, because we don't necessarily think of stouts probably as very hoppy beers. So dry hopping seems to be maybe an oxymoron of sorts with the idea of a stout. So this one is 8% ABV, so this is probably the highest we've had thus far. The Reindeer Games first day was 7%, and then we had a 6% sessionable Space Cupcake, and now today the Exorcist. So here's the art here. We've got a dude here that is being swarmed by demons. I'm guessing that's the Exorcist, and he's trying to prevent the demons from swarming all over him. Quite a weird little tale, and it's obviously in the creepiest woods ever, so that's another detail here that we can note. All right, let's crack this one open here, and this one I'm pairing with a weird, odd Christmas song from the Topsify list for the 100 greatest Christmas songs ever. This one is being paired with the Fairytale of New York by the Pogues. So that's some would not necessarily consider that a Christmas song. It's a Christmas song, so get over it. Let's crack this guy open. Give a pour out here. This one's getting a really heavy head developing here. Pour it out. I have to pour this slowly to get this head to slow down a little bit here. Wow, that is really got some carbonation to it. So you look through that, completely unable to see through it. Got that heavy stout kind of oil can delivery kind of look to it. So very dark stout. I got a super head on this, so it's got a lot of carbonation in this beer too. Even though this is just in a standard 12-ounce can, no nitro, no nothing on that. So this is a really straight up stout here. So 8% ABV according to them, and incorporating Azaka, Columbus, Idaho 7, and Mosaic hops. So if you haven't sensed a theme with this 12 beers of Christmas thus far, the Mosaic theme seems to be woven, pun intended, throughout the brewer's signatures on these different beers for the 12 beers of Christmas thus far. So we've got that theme in there, the Mosaic theme going throughout. Again, paired with Fairytale of New York, a rather dark Christmas song. So that's off of that list. I'm going to go ahead and take a look here. The appearance, again, oil can is the way I describe that look. The nose is actually rather roasty, so that's what I would describe this as. There's a roast from the malt that you can kind of smell on the nose of this one. And let's get into some of the taste here. Wow, that is really a unique taste. So I'm definitely tasting the hops in this, which I really find odd for a stout. So the hop mix with the malt is just giving some really bitter notes to it. It's rather extreme as a stout. This is really the hoppiest stout I think I've had in a really long time. I am definitely tasting those hops coming through. Not exactly sure which ones are in there that are so prominent, but it definitely has that rich roast, like a coffee roast in the taste. The mouthfeel is creamy. It's got that effervescent kind of feel in the mouth too, and then it just finishes pretty smoothly at the end with a little bit of that, I'll call it hop bite at the end, because you're getting that dry palate after it on the finish. So it kind of dries out the palate as you're completing the drinking of that. Yeah, really interesting. Definitely got a good roast to it and a good difference in this particular beer. I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5 on my rating. This has probably been my favorite beer thus far of this 12 Beers of Christmas. So, for sure, a different type of dry hop stout, the Exorcist from Clown Shoes. So, we'll close out with Until We Drink Again, cheers to the Coda.